sexuality educator, and welcome to another episode of You Ask, I Answer, where I answer your questions about sex and sexuality. Today's question comes via my website, but I've probably had some version of this question about a dozen times from different clients or in workshops or through my social media. I want to be open with my child about sexuality. At home, we use all the proper names for genitals and we answer their questions about bodies and stuff like where babies come from, but I'm not sure how to talk about masturbation. Sometimes my kid has masturbated in front of me. I'm worried they're going to do it in front of other people. It makes me uncomfortable, but how do I say something about it without shaming my kid? So this question is specifically about how to address boundaries around masturbation, but I think that it can also relate to any situation we might come up against as adults when our kids are engaging in some kind of sexual behavior that makes us uncomfortable or we don't approve of, but we still want to be sex-positive parents and impart those sex-positive values to our children. Remember that being sex-positive isn't about saying that every single aspect of sex is good or that every single aspect of sex is something that you feel comfortable with. Remember that it's finding your own way of being okay sexually. Remember also that it's important to teach children about sexual boundaries, and you have every right to share your values around privacy. How do you do that without shaming? Well, first, be as kind and as gentle as possible. Don't yell, try to smile, use a friendly tone of voice. Let them know that it's not their desire to touch their body that's wrong. Then, let them know what your values are around privacy, and finally, be very clear about what your boundary is and what your expectations are around their masturbation. It could sound something like this. Hey kiddo, so I've noticed that you've been having your hands down your pants sometimes. And I get it, I know that that can feel really good, but in our family, we believe that you should only touch those parts of your body when you're alone and when you're in private. So from now on, if that's something that you want to do, I'd like for you to do that when you're in your room and when you're alone. Of course, you can tweak that so it suits your style of talking and of course your values and your own boundaries. And remember that you may have to say it more than once depending on your child's age, their maturity level, and how compliant they are. All right, that was a quick one. Anyway, if you've had to tackle any issues like this with your kids, let me know in the comments how that went, what you said, and how you sort of resolve that tension between, wanting to be positive about sex overall, but having to talk to your kids about something that, you maybe didn't like or wanted to steer them away from. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. You can share it with somebody. And if you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe and then you won't miss any video content. Anyway, I hope you have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye. Are you a fan of Orange is the New Black? Well, in my last video, I give you conversation starters from the show that you can use to talk about sex and sexuality with your teen. And follow me on social media for lots more sex ed content. You can like me on Facebook, you can follow me on Twitter, and of course, you can subscribe to me right here on YouTube.